go, whatever you see in Jeju Island. This popular tourist destination is usually described with two words: charming and beautiful. What is it about Jeju Island that makes it so special? Today, we take you to Korea's most famous island to find out what makes Jeju so unique. Korea's biggest island, Jeju, lies at the southwestern tip of the Korean peninsula. As the country's most popular tourist destination, more than 30 million visitors flock to Jeju Island every year. Because of that, Koreans refer to Jeju as the Hawaii of Asia. Recently, Jeju was selected as a finalist in an international competition to become one of the new 7 wonders of nature. The island is now competing with 27 other finalists to win the votes of people all over the world. If Jeju garners enough votes, it might go down in history as a natural wonder.
When I hear the word Jeju, many things come to mind. It's clear, blue waters, the untainted secret beauty of Halla Mountain, and a culture that revolves around lava rocks. Amongst these, there's also the concept of samda, or the 3 lots.
Jeju is well known among Koreans for its 3 landmarks: stones, wind, and women. For a long period of time, these 3 elements transformed Jeju into what it is today and created a unique local culture. As an island, Jeju is an especially windy place. In the past, the strong winds were considered a nuisance, creating a lot of problems for local residents. But nowadays, the windiness of the island has become an asset rather than a liability. Thanks to the wind, tourists can engage in plenty of outdoor activities that they can't do on mainland Korea. The wind not only tones down the intense heat and sunlight, but it also adds more excitement to water sports. Windsurfing becomes more action-packed when there are strong winds to power the board.
I'm not known for my balance, especially you see my yoga record. I'm not good at this. Let's try it again.
This is a sport that requires a great sense of balance. I finally stand on the board, but there's another problem. I can't surf.
Center. All right.
Good position.
Foot in center.
Okay.
All right. And second foot in center.
Slow.
All right,
relax.
I got it.
Relax.
Just like the subway.
Relax.
I'm not known for my balance. I did something I never thought I'd be able to do. I can't even stand on one leg for more than 3 seconds. All right, windsurfing. Fun sport. but you gotta know your balance. All right, let's go.
Windsurfing is easier said than done, so I decided to fly above the water rather than surf on it.
Actually, the view is wonderful. It just feels like I'm floating in the air. Pretty high. I'm going over the rocks.
I parasail at 200 meters above the water.
Actually, this may look scary at first, but it really isn't that much so. It's actually really fun. You get a great view of the ocean and everything. And it's actually kind of relaxing. Any chance to go out on the water on a boat and have some fun, I'm all up for that.
Visitors who are exhausted from doing water sports or those who want to do a more passive activity can always take a yacht tour.
Whoa! Woo! Got me some play, some sashimi.
Many tours include some wine to lift the spirits of travelers. Passengers socialize on the yacht as they take in the view of the sea. The beautiful seascape is etched in their minds, and the whole experience makes passengers feel as if they're in a movie. The sea isn't just a geographical feature, it's an attraction itself. Some people will call this place heaven on earth. This paradise is a result of lots of volcanic activity over many years. The remnants of the volcanoes are still visible in the environment. Manjangul Cave is the most notable remainder of the volcanic eruptions that created Jeju Island. As the world's largest lava tube, Manjangul is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The traces of flowing lava are Mother Nature's work of art. Halla Mountain is another remnant of volcanic activities. Standing at almost 2,000 meters above sea level, Halla is the highest mountain in Korea. Thanks to its year-round beautiful landscape, it was the first place in Korea to be designated as a UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site. In 2010, Jeju Island was confirmed as a member of the Global Geopark Network, and Halla Mountain was selected as one of the sites. Biologists believe this mountain is the habitat of many endangered plants and animals, as well as undiscovered flora and fauna. For scientists, Halla Mountain is considered as a repository of biological and zoological treasures that have yet to be uncovered. Songsan Ilchubong Peak lies at the eastern end of the island. The peak is best known for its view of the sunrise.
The natural heritage of Jeju shows the powerful beauty of nature. I think that this breathtaking landscape is best preserved because people adapt to the environment rather than go against it.
Nearly 100 rocks stand here, and through the rocks you can see the view of the wide open sea. For visitors, it's hard to leave this striking view behind. Gratitude for the natural world often comes when one is standing in front of an unforgettable landscape. The grandeur of Jeju Island's natural environment reminds us of how fortunate we are to be surrounded by such beauty and lushness. Another trademark of Jeju Island is stones. The stones here protected the homes of Jeju residents from the harsh wind. When locals built houses, they would tie down the roofs with stones to prevent them from flying off. They also built stone walls around houses to block the wind. There has always been an oversupply of stones, and some end up as works of art.
이 제주도 돌에 대해서 이제 어떻게 매력이라고 할까 어떻게 그런 것에 대해 상당히 그 호감이 가서 이게 제주도 돌로 버리지 못하고 이 돌은 좀 이제 색깔 그렇고 손이 많이 가는 돌이고 그렇게 해도 어떻게 제주 사람으로서는 누군가가 아무래도 이 돌을 내키는 사람이 있긴 있어야 될 거거든.
Mr. Janggong-ik worked as a sculptor for more than 30 years. He always tries to materialize his tender emotions and feelings for Jeju through his artwork. Every sculpture he creates tells a story about life on the island. To understand life on the island as it was many years ago, I went to a small town that still practices age-old traditions and customs. Songup Folk Village lies at the foot of Halla Mountain and offers a glimpse into what life was like here in bygone days.
Hello!
Hello. Okay, very much. 안녕하세요.
Nice to meet you.
The first thing you notice is the front gate called a jongnan. The position of the three long poles would indicate whether the house was empty or not.
So this is really different. What is this?
이거는 옛날에 이 제주도가 물이 없어요.
Ah, okay, okay.
물이 없으니까
Right.
이 나무물을 비올 적에 줄기 따라가지고
Oh.
이거 다쳐서 이 물을 이래 흘리면은 이걸로 먹기도 하고 세수도 하고 목욕도 하고 빨래도 하고 이거 식은 중 알아 지크라?
No, I don't know. What is this?
몰라?
No.
옛날에 이거 여기 기둥 박아가지고 말을 여기 끈 달아가지고 말 매여가지고 이거를 요렇게 빙 돌아가면은 여기 보리쌀 쌀 같은 거 줘.
Barley and rice.
그래가지고 이걸로 방학 지금 같으면 정미소야. 그렇게 해가지고 우리 옛날에 먹어서 살았어.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it's like a mill. Wow, look at this. All these straps here. Oh, it looks like, it's a little heavy. It's around as heavy as my bag. So, what do you do with this?
옛날에 물동이.
Okay, for water.
물동이로 이거를 물을 이빠이 하고 이빠이 길어가지고 한 1km 정도 된 데 가가지고
Alright.
이렇게 물 길어갖고 길어다가 먹었어.
Oh, so you can do it that way.
이거 물 버릴 때에는 비울 때에는 이렇게 해서 빚고 이거는 아기 꾸덕.
Oh, for babies. Right?
이거 지금 아기 꾸덕이 옛날에는 이거 기저귀 안 차고 여기 집을 깔아요.
Oh, I understand.
집 깔아가지고
Yes.
그냥 눕혀서 오줌도 그대로 싸고 똥 싸면은 지푸레기만 버려불고
Give it to the pig.
지푸레기만 도통대래강 버려불고 여기 또 새로 지푸레기 깔아준 아기를 키웠어. 그렇게.
Oh, clever.
좋지.
clever.
알아보겠어?
No, that's really cool.
Jeju Island's unique culinary culture is also a testament to its geography. Unlike the rest of Korea, the land here is too windy and rocky to produce rice. The only type of grain that can be cultivated rather well in Jeju has been millet. So millet has long been the main ingredient of locally made alcoholic beverages.
이제 떡을 만들어 가지고 삶을 거.
빙떡 만들 거예요?
이거 빙떡 만드는 게 아니고 오메기 떡 영양 이거 술 넣을 걸 만들어서 할 거죠, 영양.
막걸리 만들 때?
예, 막걸리 이거 영양 솥에서 삶아가지고 막걸리를 만드는 거예요.
Omegi duck or omegi rice cakes are made with sticky millet powder. Then red beans are added inside the duck. Omegi sul or omegi liquor carries so much cultural significance that it was designated as an intangible cultural asset. Making omegi sul involves multiple steps and the main ingredient is millet. Second ingredients are wheat and barley, which are turned into a malt to brew the alcohol. The end result is a tasty and distinct alcoholic beverage. While people on mainland Korea had soju and makgeolli, local residents frequently drink omegisul.
어야디야 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 상서디야 아항아야 어영야.
I've been to a few Korean folk villages, and this one's had a distinct tropical feel to it. And it's also interesting how people in Jeju do things a little differently than the people on the mainland.
This is a maze park in northeastern Jeju. The mazes here have been designed to look like Jeju's 3 trademarks: wind, stones, and women. One of the mazes was built entirely with stones, paying tribute to the island's most abundant resource. People who make it through the man-made mazes here will probably appreciate the simplicity of natural trails. Olle means an alley leading towards home, and there are 14 courses in total. The most popular course is the Wedogge course by the sea.
물빛이 너무 예뻐서 에메랄드빛 물빛이에요. 그래서 동전이 딱 던지면 동전을 금방 주워올 수 있을 것 같이 맑고 깨끗하지요.
The natural trail is vastly different from the complicated maze. Visitors know that a picture of the view is worth 1,000 words. The most popular attraction on the Wedogge course is, well, the Wedogge itself.
이 바위 어떠세요?
That is very dramatic. Those rock formations are astounding.
이 바위는요, 한라산이 화산이 폭발하면서 생긴 바위인데요. 외롭다고 해서 외돌개예요. 이 바닥 올레는요, 사람이 손으로만, 그러니까 기계가 전혀 안 든 지렛대와 사람이 손으로만 다 이렇게 만들어 놓은 이 길이에요. 그래서 바닥올레라고 해요. 바닥올레. 여기에 있는 이 바위와 암석들은 자연이 만들어 놓은 예술 작품이에요. 제주 올레길 외에는 볼 수 없는 거예요. 이런 자연이 만들어낸 정교한 이 모습을. 이거.
Oh yeah, it's very hot.
Very hot.
It's very hot. But it's relaxing my back, and I need that.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna just nod off for a minute.
가방을 이렇게 하고.
Jeju has always had a gender imbalance. There have always been more women than men here. So the women worked at sea. Haenyo, or female divers, are women who work at sea, diving as deep as 10 meters underwater to collect seafood with their hands. They are trained to work underwater as young girls, and as adults, they would sell the seafood they catch to make a living. Korea is the only country in the world with workers such as Haenyo. Today, there are roughly 20,000 Haenyo who are still working. Their dwindling numbers have turned them into a symbol of the strength of Jeju women.
강어야.
왜요?
착하고 일할 잘하고 돈 잘 벌고 애기 잘나고.
왜 착하고 일 잘하고 강하고 막 그런 거?
제주도 땅이 강해가지고 제주도 여자들은 정말 잘해 착해가지고.
As this sculpture shows, for some artists, Haenyo inspire creativity. The vitality and tenacity of Haenyo are often portrayed in different works of art. This piece was created with copper wires that were woven together. The interior is empty, making us wonder what the inner world of a Haenyo is like. One thing we know is that the Haenyo were inseparable from the sea.
제주의 자연 환경과 그리고 그 속에서 자연과 함께 이웃하면서 살아가고 있는 주변 사람들의 이야기입니다. 유년 시절에 계속 제주라는 환경 속에서 생활을 하다가 이제 서울에서 생활을 하게 되면서 선 밖에서 다시 섬을 바라보게 된 어떤 개인적인 경험에 의해서 또다시 제주도를 바라보면서 제가 그동안 유년 시절에 제주 자연이라는 환경 속에서 얼마나 많은 것을 얻고 그 속에서 누리고 살았는가를 새삼 깨닫게 됐고, 그리고 이제 조각가로서 어떤 작업에 대한 정체성을 제주도에다 관심을 두게 되었습니다.
Jeju was a tough, hard-scrabble island, but over hundreds of years, local residents have found a way to live in peace with their natural surroundings and have thereby created a unique native culture.
Jeju has the most invigorating landscape I've ever experienced. It feels like it was made just for me. You know, great recreation, great luxury. I've been treated like a VIP the entire time. You know, some people dream of a paradise on Earth. Well, Jeju's your place.
Jeju Island attracts different people for different reasons. The impressive natural environment, the culture, the history, and of course the food. Visitors come and go for different reasons because Jeju Island has something to offer for everyone. A trip to Jeju might just be what you need to experience a Korean paradise.
누운 것처럼 꼭꼭꼭꼭 지압이 되면서 너무 좋아요. 여기다가 모자를 이렇게 하면 굿!